What if one single day held the power to completely change the way your body looks and feels? Not a surgery, not an expensive pill, not some complicated diet that leaves you miserable and confused every single morning. Just one intentional shift, one decision, and your body begins doing something truly remarkable from the inside out. Here's what nobody is telling you. Your body has a built-in repair system. It has always had one. But somewhere along the way, that system went quiet. And everything started going wrong after that point. The fat came. The energy disappeared. The mirror stopped looking like someone you recognized anymore. You tried cutting calories. You tried exercising more. You took supplements that promised everything and delivered absolutely nothing real. And still, the belly stayed. The fatigue stayed. The frustration grew louder with every failed attempt you made. Here's the truth that changes everything. You were never fighting the real enemy. You were chasing symptoms. The actual root cause, the thing driving the fat, the sluggishness, the slow recovery, is your stem cells going dormant. When you were young, your body was flooded with active, powerful stem cells working constantly behind the scenes every day. These microscopic biological engines repaired your tissues. They regulated your metabolism. They kept inflammation low and fat burning high. They were the reason you could eat anything, bounce back fast, and still wake up feeling completely fine the next morning. But then your 30s hit, then your 40s, and stem cell activity began dropping in a way nobody warned you about. Some research suggests stem cell activity can decline by nearly 50% by the time a person reaches 50 years old. And when those stem cells slow down, everything follows. Fat accumulates faster, muscle breaks down easier. Your body forgets how to recover properly. This is not just aging. This is not just bad genetics. This is something measurable, biological, and absolutely reversible. Because here is what the science actually shows. Stem cells do not die. They go to sleep. They go dormant. They are still inside you right now, waiting for the right signal, waiting for permission to wake back up. And when you send that signal, your metabolism shifts. Fat cells start breaking down. Your body starts healing itself from within. So what is that signal? There are 3 specific triggers that science keeps pointing back to, over and over again. The first is fasting, not starvation. Not some extreme protocol that leaves you shaking and miserable by mid-morning every day. Just a short, intentional window of not eating. Researchers found even a brief fast triggers a powerful metabolic switch inside your cells. During that fasted window, your body stops running on glucose and starts pulling from stored fat instead. Everything shifts. Stem cells in your gut, your muscles, your fat tissue all begin waking up. They sense the shift and start activating. One day of intentional fasting and your stem cells begin to stir. The repair process quietly switches back on inside you. The second trigger is autophagy, your body's internal cleaning system. Most people have never even heard this word before today. When autophagy activates, your body begins breaking down old, damaged, dysfunctional cells and replacing them with clean, healthy new ones. Think of it like your body finally taking out years of accumulated trash it never had the chance to clear before. Stem cells thrive in a clean internal environment. When autophagy clears the debris, stem cells can actually do their job again. And the good news? Autophagy is triggered by the exact same thing. Fasting and movement are the key that unlocks it. The third trigger surprises almost everyone who hears it for the very first time. It is something called cold exposure. Not ice baths. Not extreme cold therapy. Just brief, intentional exposure to cooler temperatures at the end of your day. Research shows even 60 seconds of cold water at the end of a shower can activate something called brown fat in your body. Brown fat is not like regular fat. It is metabolically active. It actually burns calories to generate heat inside your body. And when brown fat activates, it sends a direct signal to your stem cells, telling them to become more alert and active. Cold exposure also reduces chronic inflammation. And chronic inflammation is one of the most powerful suppressors of stem cell function out there. Less inflammation in the body means more stem cell activity. It is that direct, that simple, that powerful, that available to you. Now let's bring this all together into something you can actually use. Something real. Something that starts today, not next Monday. In the morning, begin your fast. Wake up and skip breakfast. Water is fine. Black coffee is fine. Green tea is fine. Nothing that breaks the fast. No sugar, no milk, no creamer. Keep it clean and let your body begin the shift. Mid-morning, move your body. Not a brutal workout. Just a 20 to 30-minute walk outside is more than enough here. When you exercise in a fasted state, your body is forced to pull energy directly from your stored fat. It has no choice. And fasted movement has been shown to dramatically increase the release of stem cell growth factors throughout your entire body system. Your body literally receives the message. Repair mode activated. Time to rebuild. Time to regenerate. Time to get back to work. After 16 to 18 hours, it is time to eat. But what you eat in that window matters more than most people realize. Your cells are primed after fasting. They absorb nutrients with amplified intensity. The wrong food here completely undoes all your hard work. You want leafy greens, spinach, kale, arugula. You want omega-3 rich foods, salmon, sardines, walnuts, flax seeds, real food, whole food. You want antioxidant-rich fruits, blueberries, pomegranate, dark cherries, and good quality protein. Eggs, chicken, legumes if you eat plant-based foods. Avoid processed sugar. Avoid seed oils. Avoid anything ultra-processed with an ingredient list longer than your arm. It kills stem cell function. Your first meal after fasting is medicine. Treat it with that level of seriousness, and your body will reward you immediately. Then in the evening, end with cold. Turn the shower cold for the final 60 seconds before you step out and dry off. It sounds too simple, maybe even ridiculous. But this single habit sends a powerful repair signal before your body enters deep sleep. Your stem cells do most of their regeneration work while you sleep. Give them the cleanest, most activated environment possible every night. Now here is what you need to hear honestly. You are not going to lose 20 pounds in one single day. Nobody will. But here is what actually happens in that one day when you follow this with real intention and real commitment to yourself. Your insulin levels drop. Your body finally gets access to fat it could not touch before. That stubborn layer begins to shift. Autophagy kicks in. Your body begins cleaning house at the deepest cellular level. Old damaged cells get cleared out and replaced. Inflammation begins to reduce. One of the biggest hidden blockers of fat loss quietly starts stepping out of your way. Stem cells wake up. The process of metabolic repair and tissue regeneration begins happening while you go about your normal daily life. Growth hormone spikes naturally. It helps you preserve the muscle you have while your body simultaneously burns the fat you don't want. You might feel lighter. You might feel clearer in your thinking. You might notice energy returning that you forgot you used to have. That is not a placebo. That is not in your head. That is your biology responding to the signals you finally gave it. And here is the most important part of everything. One day builds real momentum. The first day is always the hardest one. But most people who try this once want to do it again. Not because someone pushed them. Because they actually feel the difference. When you repeat this consistently, even 2 or 3 times a week, the results begin compounding in ways that genuinely surprise people. Fat loss accelerates. Energy stabilizes. Inflammation drops. Sleep improves. Your body starts functioning the way it was always designed to function. Before you close this out, a few important things to watch for so you do not undo everything you just worked hard for. Breaking the fast with junk food is the single biggest mistake. After fasting, your cells absorb whatever you give them with amplified power. Give them garbage and the garbage hits harder. Give them real nutrition and the nutrition hits harder too. The choice is completely yours. Not drinking enough water is another common mistake that quietly ruins progress. Autophagy produces cellular debris that your kidneys need water to flush. Aim for 2 to 3 liters throughout the day. Plain water. Keep it simple. Keep it consistent. Your body does the rest quietly. And please, do not turn this into punishment. You do not need to fast for 48 hours. You do not need extremes here. Simple, intentional, consistent. Those 3 words are the entire secret. Everything else is just noise designed to make it feel more complicated. You will have imperfect days. Everybody does. That is not failure. Progress is never linear for anyone, no matter how disciplined they are. What matters is the direction, not the perfection. Keep pointing yourself toward it. That is what long-term change actually looks like in practice. Your body is not broken. It is not betraying you. It is not your enemy. It has simply been waiting for the right signal. Now you have it. 1 day. 1 protocol. 3 triggers. And a body that has been ready and waiting for you this entire time.